So Cat Daddy yesterday may have just dropped the biggest Christmas present and surprise on us. We're running it back again, guys. It is the 12 days of Codemas. Yes, we're going to have 12 brand new codes. In fact, there's actually 13 in total that we know of over the Christmas period. So all I'm going to say to you guys is hit the subscribe button because we're going to be dropping every single one. Oh boy, it is going to be good. We're going to have two in this video, so you're going to want to be paying attention. But you notice I'm on the Rarity draft board, well, because I am about to find myself, hopefully, one of the first AAA cards in the game, which you can get a pro of free of charge. Yes, I am not BSing you. You can get the first, the Parka, without spending a single penny. Originally, it was only one, but they've actually increased it to two, and they're found on the Rarity draft board, but they're not the only ones. In fact, let's talk about them right now. The next up will be the one everyone is looking for. It's Mr. Iguana. Yes, he is going to be dropping on the 26th, also known as Boxing Day, and he is going to be available, we think, in the same way. Not sure yet, but as Christmas gifts go, we've got a lot already, so maybe they're gonna add that little extra boost onto it and make it a perfect SuperCard Christmas. You've then got a bunch of backstage cards alongside it, and for this week it starts with Pagano. We're also going to be getting Vikingo and Octagon Jr. alongside it. So I just need to know your thoughts on this news. The fact that they're being introduced and it looks like this is going to be at least most of it completely free of charge. The only thing you'll need to potentially spend on are the backstage points that you'll need to get the pros of the backstage cards. Those again being Octagon Jr., Vikingo, and Pagano. So if you're hyped for Codemas and this crazy AAA collab, which we spoke about a couple of days ago, then hit the thumbs up as hard as you can, because my goodness, it's gonna be hype. And comment down below how you're getting on in Naughty or Nice, because there's a big update there too, which we're gonna go through once we've got ourselves. Hopefully we get him in the next couple of resets. I'm pretty sure he's just a regular drop, not like the John Cena, which is a reset. We got the Iron Sheik there. We're hunting for him. Stephanie Vaquera there. I hope that she gets her own card in this. That would be pretty cool. Zarya, not what I'm looking for, baby. Okay, Ambush. I've seen some people get this literally hey Eddie, some people get this literally the first pick they got, and I'm totally jealous because I've just done 8 and got nada. Have you been like the first person, got themselves like one wrong pick and it's done, or did you have to wait like I'm having to wait to get any of them? There is a reset. We're gonna get one off the bat. Hey, it's La Parka. That's what I was looking for. And hello, sir. We have a free AAA card. But there's another AAA or former AAA superstar that you can get your hands on. And you may remember this card actually available the same way that La Parka was. And this is Penta. In fact, he dropped a special code last night himself, which you can enter into www.supercard.com/redeem code. And this is going to get you one prize, Penta, which is probably one of the best images in the game at the moment. It's just so goofy. I even put that on my thumbnail for that video where I did the last Penta and the special edition Penta, which is an absolute beast. You may remember, again, we did a video for this. And if you got the one off the Rarity draft board, this gives you a pro adventure card, so don't waste your time. Get in there, get the codes, and get going. There's also a couple of Naughty or Nice tokens to go alongside them, so that's something. But can we find La Parka number 2? Let's find out. And this was all hyped up by Mr. Iguana himself on Twitter, social media. Let's have a look at that trailer from him right about now.
Vikingo versus Dominic Mysterio.
Vikingo, obviously.
Vikingo versus La Parka.
La Parka.
La Parka versus Octagon Jr.
La Parka.
La Parka versus Eddie Guerrero.
Eddie Guerrero. Sorry, Parka.
Eddie Guerrero versus Rey Mysterio.
Rey Mysterio, obviously.
We need a YEZKA equipment card or support yesterday. All right, it just has to happen. Genuinely believe that might be the biggest possibly selling equipment card or support card of all time. I mean, I did get myself a pack for La Parka already. Hey, there's another reset. Could this be the second La Parka? Liv Morgan, that is a pro. If you watch my freebie video, if you haven't seen it, well, that was a little spoiler, but there's 19 more in there, and we'll have a little link just up there which you can go to. But what a maneuver. I'm definitely going to be watching her because that is sick. But we're still looking for La Parka. We got that reset. It's an earlier one. Baby, come on, baby. Lex Luger, nice. But I would rather flex with La Parka, my boy. Oh, and another reset. After 2. Okay, come on. Was it Candice LeRae? Another what is going on? But you may remember I mentioned about Naughty or Nice and another big Christmas surprise from Cat Daddy. Well, you people have been saying, man, what is going on with these supports? Why is it so hard to get these supports? And I agree, something needed to be done. It's not impossible to get the supports from the different modes, but for anyone who doesn't want to sacrifice an arm and a leg, it is not easy to get your hands on anything outside of the quests, unless you're incredibly lucky. So amazing news that the guys at SuperCard, and I hope he's okay with me sharing this, the guys in the Super Club, which is the little creator hub, shall we say, including myself, said, hey, we need to have a look at this. People are not happy. And then they came back and said, look, we're looking into it. And now, I don't know if it was already decided, but they've come back and they've said, we're changing things. The first big change, obviously, was adding La Parka to the Rarity drop board twice. The second was changing lights out. And I know a lot of people have been frustrated with the game mode. It's not the best. I mean, it's no bounty breaker, but it's not the best. So I imagine you're going to be absolutely thrilled to know that the support rate on that mode has gone through the roof. They've changed the percentage chance of getting it up to 70%. And every pack from the bronze all the way to the platinum has seen a massive hike. So if you aren't able to get yourself it on one day, you're probably going to get it on another day, or the cost is going to be minuscule compared to the 2,000, 3,000 odd credits you have to spend. You don't need to get to maybe 1 or 2 packs. So that is going to hopefully solve a lot of the issues people have. But one of the issues that I have is that some of you haven't liked the video already, and that's a problem. Not just because, hey guys, you're here, it's free, but it means you haven't completed the oxygen check. And man, I always worry that my subscribers, you, the viewer, haven't hit the oxygen check. You're not breathing, and breathing, it's hard, but it's necessary. So hit the like button, if anything, to complete the oxygen check. Thank you very much. And if you have, consider hitting the subscribe button so you don't miss a single thing, because there's gonna be a lot of codes coming up, and man, you need to be there to see them. They've also sneakily teased that some of the support might be available in the codes. So that may give you that extra little emphasis to hold on a little bit for the nice and naughty cards and use your multipliers. We also know that Krampus and Santa are dropping into the game next week, so they are not waiting until after Christmas to get both of the naughty and nice main cards in there. So if you want to get to the absolute pinnacle and get your hands on Santa and on Krampus, and you're dropping in credits, now might be the time to go play more lights out to get those supports. I'm not saying you should, but if you want to be one of the first to get it, that might be what you have to do. As far as I'm aware, the La Parka event is going to go on for at least a week until Mr. Iguana shows up. Oh, there we are. We got another reset. Is this it? Is this the boy? No, it's Jade Cargill, the best in the Rarity. What a pull. We still got, oh, off the bat reset. Come on. This has got to be an omen. Johnny G. Hey, it's Johnny Toilet. I keep referring to him as that because he kind of embarrassed me in season 5. We don't talk about that too much. A pack opening, a pack battle. I got screwed. We got screwed, and not going to get screwed here, I hope. It is another Rarity pick. Shoosh. I got gabled. Anything but second La Parka, huh? Something important for naughty or nice, though, is with the new Rarity support. This is just an important notice. So the regular adventure supports, if you've already used these in the past, are 3.5 times the amount you put into the event. That's something you guys know probably already. If you use one of the special supports, it's a 10 times multiplier. If you use one of the new ones from static Rarity, it is 20 times multiplier. So when you start to get more of these static supports, you want to keep a hold of them, even if they're dupes, because even regular static supports get an 8 times multiplier. So make sure you're holding back, if you haven't done so already, on the extra supports, because you're gonna need them. Let's get to the end of the next reset at least. This is one reset. LA Knight. Yeah, I would have got pro of him again from that freebie video I mentioned just earlier on. A few people have said they're unhappy about the reusing of the old luchador cards. I mean, they're not just using those, so it is a little bit of reusing old content. At least they're changing certain things in the game people aren't happy with, and that's all we can hope for. They're listening, and that's the most important thing, and it's a big additional thing on top of the Christmas cards. I'm gonna have to go and search for La Parka, but once I manage to get him pro'd, I'll come back with the next redeem code, locker code, whatever you want to call it. In the meantime though, if you want to see it, here are the current holiday cards in pro form. Open one of the 2,500 credit packs, I think it is. I managed to get myself Trish Stratus, which is nuts. What's even more nuts is the animation. So you press the card on this action card. The first time drops the icicles that are on the fireplace. The second time lights it up. The third time sends a massive chill down through the chimney and outwards. Thanks to Krampus. You got Jey Uso's one, which is available in Tomb Smasher. I was very lucky to be able to get my hands on this one. This looks the nuts. Not that Trish didn't, but the first one, you get the flames popping up. The second one, you get the lights. And the third one, you get Jimmy and Jay popping out of the stockings on the fireplace, which is definitely not a fire hazard. So 2 crazy pro animations and a big kudos to the guys at Cat Daddy, because they've really gone all out. Some people have asked, by the way, for a little bit of a guide to Tomb Smasher, especially if you're free to play. My advice is going to be the following. You want to get your first cards. I mean, we've got 3 off the bat. Not the best positioning. Sometimes you're going to get good positioning. Sometimes you're going to get bad positioning for Tomb Smasher. Once you've done your first gimme attempts, should we say, you want to pick something in the open, because even if you don't hit the stocking you want, you will open it up and potentially get a hint at where the next one is. So I'm going to go straight into the open. That's not going to give me what I want, but it is going to give me 2 positions, and that's potentially going to increase my stocking count, which gives me the yellows. I'm not really bothered about those, and I recommend do not focus on the yellows. Those are complete waste of time. Yes, you get collectibles, but you can get collectibles in other modes. This one hasn't been useful or as useful, but I can continue for a very small amount of credits, and I've still got 2 more attempts. So again, I'm going to go for the most open spot possible. Go to the bottom right hand corner for another blue, 2 blues. So that takes me to 15. Now that 15 would give me a 10% chance at Jay and a 25% chance at the supports. They've also increased the chance on the platinum packs now to 50, and Jay's at 30%. He was at 20. So if you do go all the way, your chances are now better. So let's go for again an open. That's going to give me a yellow, and now we have to focus on the greens. I knew at one point it was going to make me have to pay more credits, but this has been a rather cheap attempt. But I am confused. It's in the corner. Missed the one in the corner. Let's go to the top right-hand side. Nope. Okay, we're going to go to the bottom. Get us maybe another yellow. I'm not bothered because I've got what I want, and I'm not going to put any more credits into it. So we've got 3 yellows. That's good. We're going to claim and exit, and thank you very much, Mr. Taker. I want a J and a support, please. We got 8, so that means you're going to get 1. Is it J? Is it J? It's Mr. Uso. Woohoo! Let's go, baby. So that is a banging, and we get also the extras, and that only costs me 300 odd credits. I'm not sure exactly. Maybe I'll total it up afterwards, but yeah, that is beautiful. And that's a second Jey Uso Pro for me as well, so I'm over the moon. But let's segue out, get La Parka Pro, and be back with that second code, baby. Segue. Let's get our Pro La Parka. It's the same animation, I believe, that we've seen beforehand. He's going to be super useful in campaign. It is what I expected it to be, but I'm just hoping this is a good sign of what is to come with Mr. Iguana. And maybe YEZKA is definitely going to get a card. I hope so. Compared to the likes of Jey Uso, he's not great, but then again, Jey is a premium card, so it's kind of understandable. Still, when you get him, he's gonna be an absolute force to be reckoned with. The first of the 12 extra codes over Christmas, or maybe it's more than 12 codes, is a final match in DC. Entering this into the redeem code section will get you a very interesting gift, because I said at the very beginning they will do things like put certain support and cards within locker codes, redeem codes, and well, here it is. You got an Eon John Cena, which I'm sure nobody is excited about, but the thing that I'm excited about, purely for the fact I can get a 10 times multiplier on my naughty or nice, so everyone should be excited about this, or maybe because it's going to help you in campaign, you get the Adventure Jacob Fatu clothing, which is one of the first items that can only be found either if you're lucky in the quest or in Blockbuster. And it looks like if this is a theme, you're going to be able to get more of these supports later down the line. So pay attention to the channel, like I mentioned, subscribe, make sure you don't miss a single thing. And to remind you, the other was a Penta error. And who knows, we might even get a AAA code to go alongside it. But for now, my name's been SuperZombGBBQ. You've been awesome. Make sure you go and check out the freebies over here. I got 20. Yes, 20 free static cards in one video. Yeah, you want to check this out over here to find out how I did it. Or check down here for the most recent on the channel. I will see you in the next one. Until then, have a good latest. Bye.